What's up, guys? It's Monty back with another Montyverse video. Today we're going to be talking Dragon Ball Super Superhero. While this movie just came out in Japan this weekend, today we got official news regarding the international release of the film. Through Crunchyroll, we got a document that essentially told us when this film will be released worldwide. And in the United States, in America, this film will be released on August 19th. Yes, August 19th. And along with that, we did get our first international trailer for the film, which did include not only the dub trailer for English for America, but we also got an update on the new castings for the film in regards to the new characters. So I'm very excited to look into that, but first we have to take a look at this trailer. So if you guys are ready, come join me. Let's take a look at this new Dragon Ball Super Superhero International trailer. Let's go. Love this music.
What do you want? An old-fashioned superhero fulfilling orders in the name of justice. Piccolo!
That was an underwhelming performance. I was expecting a lot more out of you. The return of the Red Ribbon Army.
Okay, I think that's Zeno Robinson, right?
This world needs a hero. I just picked up some new intel on who the villains are.
Gohan, it's do or die time, so draw out all of your strength. Okay then, guess it's my turn!
Oh, holy crap! Dragon Ball Super Superhero!
Alright. Alright, there we go. Exclusively in movie theaters August 19th. That's awesome. Okay. So, not a ton of new footage here. It's pretty much one of the original trailers, just repurposed with the dub actors. And I have to say, I was there at New York Comic Con 2021. I was there for the panel when they announced the title of this film, when they announced, some snippets of information regarding this film. And they showed off the first trailer with the new animation style, and I was very worried about this new animation style. I did not think it was going to look good. I did not think the first trailer looked great in particular, but seeing this and seeing a lot of the finished trailers, the sub-trailers that they released in leading up to the film's release in Japan, I have to say, I really do enjoy this style a lot more now. I think the animation, with all the time they had to work on it, I do think that they improved it a lot more, and it flows a lot better. And I don't think it's nearly as messy as I originally thought it was going to be. I think it looks a lot cleaner, and the battles look super, super cool. But with that being said, let's check out this voice cast. We have here, of course, we have returning Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat. Sean Schemmel, obviously the voice of Goku, has been the voice of Goku almost the entire run of Dragon Ball's dub. Chris Sabat will be playing Piccolo and Vegeta. You have Monica Rial returning as Bulma. Eric Vale will be playing the role of Trunks, because it's an older Trunks. You have Robert McCullum, which is interesting, as the new voice of adult Goten. So that's a new casting right there. Sonny Strait as Krillin, Kara Edwards as Vidal, and Jeannie Tirado as Pan. So it's the returning voice actress from Dragon Ball GT or the end of Dragon Ball Z, returning to the role of Pam, which is pretty cool. I don't know if she's going to sound a little too old, which we saw in the trailer, but I like that they brought the actress back. Okay, so now we have the new castings, the cast of new characters that are introduced specifically for this film, which mostly are the villains of the film. We have Dr. Hito, played by Zach Aguilar. Interesting. You may know him most commonly now as the dubbed voice of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And look at this. Speaking of Demon Slayer, we have Gamma 1, played by Alex Lay, who does the voice, I'm pretty sure, of Zenitsu in the dub of Demon Slayer. So that's pretty cool how they're both in this film. We have Zeno Robinson, like I thought, as Gamma number 2. Gamma 2, most probably like he's getting a lot of work right now. He's very big in the industry, but most recently I remember him because he's taking over the role of Tai in the dub of the Digimon 2020 reboot. So good for him. He's having a great go of it at the moment. And look at this. For Magenta, they have Charles Martinet aka the voice of Mario of the Super Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi. That's that's great casting. If we just take a look at the character of Magenta, I think they did. I think they cast him in this role with so much intention. And I think if you listen to his voice in the trailer, he gives off a little Wario and Waluigi in there, which is fitting because the character does look like a fusion of Wario and Waluigi. So that's really interesting, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, Dragon Ball Superhero. This is going to be a Gohan and Piccolo movie, which, as a fan of Dragon Ball, I'm really excited about. Listen, I am a Goku fanboy. I've been a Goku fanboy ever since I was a kid, and I watched the original Toonami dub of Dragon Ball Z. It was my gateway drug into anime. I love Goku. I love Vegeta. My biggest problem with the anime, especially in Dragon Ball Super, is that it focused too much on Goku and Vegeta, and the side characters definitely got lost in this shuffle. Most importantly, Gohan. Gohan has felt like not only a background character, but a background character with little importance for the majority of the Super run. I mean, the Tournament of Power started to give him a little shine, started to give him a little comeback. But this is a character who has the potential to be stronger than both Goku and Vegeta, has the potential to be the strongest fighter on planet Earth and one of the strongest fighters in the universe. And we've really seen him get the short end of the stick throughout the entire run of Super, so I think this movie is his chance to finally come into the sun again, and to finally be the Son Gohan that we always want him to be. And I think Gohan fans are going to be in for a treat with this film, because it looks like he's going to be taking a lead role along with Piccolo. Piccolo, another side character. Piccolo is one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. I love Piccolo because he's an intelligent fighter, he has a smart battle sense, but the problem with Piccolo is that as the show continues, kind of everyone but Goku and Vegeta falls to the wayside, because Goku and Vegeta are so strong that everyone else kind of can't do anything next to them. And the Tournament of Power kind of helped with that, in the sense of it emphasized like strategy and technique and the ability to battle amongst your peers and come up with plans. So Piccolo and Gohan really shine there. But this movie is really cool because it's going to show us Piccolo and Gohan in their everyday lives. Not only that, but it's going to show us them having to deal with a situation without the safety net that is Goku and Vegeta. For the most part, it looks like they will be partaking in all of the battles. We see that Goku and Vegeta are off-planet training Broly, or training with Broly. So I really want to see Gohan and Piccolo. I don't want to see I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to see Goku and Vegeta in this movie for more than like 2 or 3 scenes. Like, I know they're the faces of this franchise, but I don't want... The worst thing this movie could do would be to give us all the information, like, this is a Gohan film, this is a Piccolo film, and then have Goku and Vegeta show up and save the day at the last minute. That would be do such a disservice to the character of Gohan and to the character of Piccolo. My perfect version of this movie would be that, because Gohan's biggest problem is he's a strong fighter, he has a lot of potential, but in the back of his mind, always, and even in Super, when he did kind of start training again, and he did find his strength again, in the back of his mind, he always knows, like, oh, my dad or Vegeta will be there to kind of help us out. But I want them to be out of the picture, and for Gohan to realize there's like no one can, like, it looks like Videl's Pan's probably gonna get kidnapped in this movie from the trailer. She's gonna be in trouble, and I want Gohan to realize no one's going to save my daughter. I have to be the one to save my daughter. I have to be the one to step up and protect my family. And I know they kind of did a smaller version of that in the Tournament of Power, but I want to see him finally learn that lesson. Like, my dad's not always going to be there. Vegeta's not always going to be there. And if something happens, I need to be ready. I mean, it looks like he's been continuing his training, but it doesn't really look like he's been taking it serious. He's big, but he's not super big. So I kind of want to see this movie kind of whip Gohan back into shape, kind of kick his butt a little bit, and kind of say, like, hey, this is what it has to be from now on. Like, you want to be a scholar, that's fine, but you also have to be the one to step up if you're needed, to be the one to intervene in cases of emergency when your dad is not around. And I really, really think that's great. just the premise of this movie, like the return of the Red Ribbon Army, the heavy emphasis on superheroes, and the fact that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 look like, you know, in some way, shape, or form, the American version of a superhero with their matching costumes, the capes, you know, their logos on their chest. I really like that, and I'm really interested to see what their dynamic is, why they were created this way, and what these new characters like Dr. Hito, what their philosophies are, because we see him kind of dressed like a superhero too. Is this an obsession for him? Does he think that the Red Ribbon Army are the good guys, and that, you know, these are the bad guys, the Z Fighters are the bad guys that they have to take down? All in all, I'm super excited for just new Toriyama story in this movie, and it's something that's a lot smaller, as opposed to Broly, which was a very lore heavy movie. We got a lot of backstory on the Saiyans. We got a lot of backstory on Goku and Vegeta as children. We had a lot of intense power scaling fights, whereas this film seems to be more story driven, and I really like that, because when you give Toriyama a chance to tell an interesting story, usually you get some gold out of that. And him writing the Red Ribbon Army again, and him introducing new androids and things of that nature, has me really excited. As a fan of Dragon Ball for the majority of my life, I am really excited for this movie, because I think we're finally going to get a lot of the characters that we wanted to see back into the spotlight, and I think Gohan and Piccolo fans are going to be very excited. I know they already announced that Piccolo is getting a new form in this film, which is, I think they're calling it Smooth Piccolo, which we see in one of the posters. But beyond that, I'm really excited to see Gohan and Piccolo kind of reemerge as a force to be reckoned with in a Dragon Ball Super where everyone feels like they're kind of irrelevant unless your name is Goku or Vegeta. And I think that, to me, is the most important thing I want out of this movie. I want to see great fight scenes. I want to see a good story. I want to see very interesting and compelling villains. And I want to see Gohan and Piccolo be awesome. But that's it, guys. That's what I'm most excited about for this film. I love the new casting for the movie. I think that they did a solid job with this dub cast. All of the people that we wanted to return are returning. All of the, you know, legacy voices for the characters. Plus, they brought in some real talent for these new characters as well. I mean, Dragon Ball is a legacy franchise, so you really want to bring a lot of your A talent to this franchise, and I think that's exactly what they did. So, I'm excited, guys. What are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Superhero? Have you seen the movie already in Japan? And if so, what are your thoughts down below? No spoilers, please, because I have yet to see the film, and I don't want anything spoiled for me until I go see it August 19th. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on the trailer down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for all of our latest content. We have videos dropping all the time on a lot of different topics. And if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. And until next time, guys, stay versed.